It's prime time rhyme time on Funniest Pets and People. We'll meet a cow that needs to pipe down. A parrot rocking to some fresh sounds. The talented tongue of a thirsty hound. A group of people on shaky ground. And a hamster that likes to run around. All on the renowned Funniest Pets and People. It's the show that will have you sit, stay, laugh, and beg for more. Welcome to Funniest Pets and People. It's time to root for some animals as we take you out to the ball game. Fourth quarter clock winding down. The final seconds of this tense duel keeping everyone on the edge of their seat. That's it, and we're tied. Oh, the fans are loving this action, and we are headed to overtime. Believe you me, until a new champion is crowned, this crowd is staying put. We'll check back in a few moments. Everyone loves winter fun. Well, just look at Bubbles here. He wants to build a snowman, so he starts with the perfect block of snow. Roll it out nice and round. Little off the side. Smooth it out now. And there you go. Perfect. It's always a pleasure to watch a master craftsman at work. Okay, you've heard of a pool shark? Well, here's a pool kitty. He's a regular fast tabby Paulsen. I bet you never seen Snookums playing snooker before. 9-ball, corner pocket. Now, if you think he's good at pool, you should see him play darts. This might look like volleyball, but you're actually watching the ancient sport of skullball. Object? Hit the referee in the head. Go! Oh, would you look how well-trained this little guy is? All I have to do is hold this ball and put it in my mouth. And he's conditioned to applaud every single time.
Very nicely done.
Brush my teeth, huh, Dad?
Well, how about I brush you back? A little chin music there. Looks like somebody has a few less teeth to brush. Take your base, old man. Okay, as we head into our 10th overtime, the Dogs continue to trade the lead. And did you see that? A triple knickerbocker snout twist, and Cheechoo wins it. Unbelievable! Gruffy is stunned as Cheechoo dropped the move on him right out of Balloon Ball 101. Folks, the sport of balloon ball will never be the same.
Hi, my name is Michael Kepman from St. Augustine, Florida. What I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to take 10 of these basketballs and I'm going to spin them on various parts of my body all at the same time. Put them on my foot, shin, thigh, one on my stomach here, one on top of the head, and of course, one in each hand, all at the same time. So let's give it a try.
Hey, here are things Mike could have been doing instead of learning this trick. You can learn to speak Swahili, learn to burp the alphabet backwards, learn how to make goulash, give the dog a pedicure, invent a new fruit, put a turkey in the blender, put a blender in the turkey, build a basketball spinning robot, randomly feed the parking meters, fix his white wall tires, maintain his curb feelers, trim his nose hair with his ear hair trimmer, teach a cat to play pool.
Just like that.
Congratulations! You've done it, Mike! You've won basketball spinning's top prize.
I haven't done that in 2 years, by the way.
Absolutely nothing. From fun with balls to a bird having a ball. It's the new Nordic Cluck 3000. Do you have chicken legs? Summer's just around the corner, and you want to look hot for the chicks. Now, getting in shape is easy and fun with the Nordic Cluck 3000. All for the low cost of $3 bills. That's cheap, cheap, cheap. Order now. After a hot workout, it's time to cool down. Let's chill out with some winter wackiness.
Come on, Jim, hurry up!
Every summer, International Falls holds its big sailing competition. Unfortunately, these folks showed up a little late. But that's not going to stop these salty sailors from hitting the high ice. Behold the SS Lawn Chair. But then they hit a rough patch. Iceberg straight ahead. No matter what happens, we know that their hearts will go on. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pimlico for the Winter Wonderland Stakes. This crowd is anticipating a race for the ages. The dogs are in the gate, and they're off. Leading out of the gate is Shepherd's Pride. At the quarter pole, it's Shepherd's Pride. And at the wire, it's Shepherd's Pride. Place dog? No one. Show goes to? No one. Please hold all tickets.
Did they even go?
Hey, dogs, do you like water? Then you'll love snow, the new snack sensation that dogs everywhere are jumping up and down over. Low carb, low calorie, and the price is right. Free! From the makers of Sleet, it's snow! Also available in nacho cheese flavor.
Honey, aren't you supposed to be shoveling the driveway?
Well, I'd love to, babe, but the dog took the shovel. Good dog.
But you need the shovel so you can take me to the hairdresser.
Honey, I'd love to stop watching the football game, but Meatball took the shovel and won't give it back. You're such a good boy.
All right. I guess as long as we're stuck inside, we can finally paint the kitchen.
Bad dog, you bring that shovel here right now. No more fooling around, mister. And now we answer the age-old question, can a dog make a snow angel? And the answer is no. A dog cannot make a snow angel. Okay, this is gonna be great. I've been waiting all year to go sledding. Let's see, mittens, check. Hat, check. Boots, check. That's everything. Let's go. Wait, I'm forgetting something. I thought I had... Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the sled! Life in reverse. Or... Coming up, Fido takes on a sprinkler. And this little squirt takes on a mouthful of milk. When we return to Funniest Pets and People. Welcome back to Funniest Pets and People. Open wide and say ah. It's time to get your licks in. Masters, are you finding that man's best friend no longer is? Does your four-legged pal refuse to come when you call? Well, you can rekindle that puppy love with new Old Spike cologne for dog owners. Old Spike's special blend of yard, meat, and litter box scents have been proven to zing the heartstrings of even the most disinterested dog. Just a little dab behind the ears, on the neck, under the nose, behind the ears, in the ears, and on both cheeks will have your pooch's tongue working overtime. Old Spike Cologne. Make your dog stand up and say, "Arf." This isn't going to work, you know. You could do that all day, and it wouldn't change a thing. Well, that's not so bad. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, yeah, right there. Wait. Oh, no, wait, I'm a cat. You're a deer. This can't work, all right? I just can't. Call me.
You eating your chicken? Is that good chicken?
I think I've got the hang of this. Okay. Food goes in the mouth, and then, let's see. Hey, who turned out the lights? Okay, remain calm. Back to the basics. Food goes in the mouth. Hey, Where'd my mouth go? Step right up. Take your chances shooting milk in the baby's mouth. Win a prize for your sweetheart. There you go, Dad. Keep it up. You're almost there. And we have a winner. Pick out a Cupid doll for the little lady, sir. So, nothing spectacular about a dog eating a watermelon, you say, huh? Yeah, well, you watch this. Now, I'm not sure of the breed, but I'm guessing he's a spitbull. Okay, don't bark. Don't even breathe. Are you listening? Good. We've got Mr. Squeaky. That's right. Now, if you ever want to see Mr. Squeaky again, here's how things are gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Number 1, no more chasing me around. Number 2, no more sharing the couch. The doggy bowl is now the cat bowl. Now, we don't want the people involved, so just smile. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Good dog. Dog treats under the table are now cat treats. If you understand me, smile. Smile. Good. Keep smiling. We're having fun. Still thirsty. 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 You've laughed hard. You've laughed long. Time to hit the showers. A classic matchup tonight. Dog versus Sprinkler. The puppy pugilist taking on his arch nemesis Sprinkler. Truly a legend in lawn care. Dog comes out tentative. He's tasted Sprinkler's arsenal before, but then Dog lands a right and a left. Then another right. But the constant barrage from Sprinkler continues. Dog can gain no traction. And at the end of the round, Dog is all wet. And now it's time to play America's favorite game show. What will a 3-year-old boy driving a gasoline-powered riding lawnmower run over first? And your choices are Dad, the shed and Dad, this thing, that thing, everything. And that's how we play. What will a 3-year-old boy driving a gasoline-powered riding lawnmower run over first? Round 2. Dog comes out like a house afire, taking it right to Sprinkler. Sprinkler, however, unfazed. The wily veteran Sprinkler keeps up his all-angles assault on Dog. Dog is certainly proving that it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but rather the size of the Sprinkler fighting the dog. Dog looks confused. Sprinkler is everywhere and leading 2 rounds to 0. Still thirsty. Still thirsty. Still thirsty. Still thirsty. Still think I'm nope, still thirsty. Round 3. And we've got action right from the jump. Dog is tired of fighting on his heels and brings the fight right to Sprinkler. Dog swarming now. It doesn't appear that Sprinkler can hurt him. He's dragging Sprinkler from pillar to post. Ladies and gentlemen, the brawl is spilling over right into your living room. Ooh, Sprinkler now cracking under Dog's relentless pressure. Oh, the fight seems to have left Sprinkler. The crusher-gusher now reduced to a clipped drip. And it's over. It's all over. Sprinkler turns tail, and it's Dog by a knockout. Stay tuned for our main event. Dad versus Baseball. Now it's time to get messy. Similar to The Ring 2, and Beaches, comes the most terrifying movie you've ever seen. Don't move. Don't even breathe. Because nothing can prepare you for the blood-curdling horror of Whipped Scream.
You guys are gonna help me clean all this up, right? Why did you do that? Eh? So your eyes hurt?
Nothing is safe from the terrifying twosome. Trills.
Look at your trains and your car maps.
Car
What are
mats.
you gonna do with it now? Kirsten's clothes?
Kirsten's clothes.
Floor is a big mess.
The floor.
Your bed?
The bed.
All over the walls?
The walls.
Hey? What do you think you're doing? I'm making a tape of this so Mommy can see it later.
The critics call Whip Scream terrifying, horrifying, scarier than beaches. Whipped Scream, rated R for really sticky. In the playroom, no one can hear Whipped Scream. Coming up, a drive-by barking. And a puppy gets a facial. When we return to Funniest Pets and People. Welcome back to Funniest Pets and People. Okay, try not to get dizzy as we take a spin through these next clips. We're getting word of a car chase on the Linoleum Freeway. Our eye in the sky has details. Captain Bob.
Well, it seems that this vehicle won't stop for anyone, man or beast. He's heading east. No, west. No, east, south, southwest. Holy Magellan, which way is he going? West, north, northeast, west? Ah, the heck with it, he's all over the place. Let's go to the Dogner Weather Center where Fido has the 5-day forecast.
It's raining cats and dogs. Back to you. Hey, did you put the screws in the ramp? Did you put the screws in the ramp? Did you guys put the screws in the ramp? No. Where's the door? I know there's a door here somewhere. Oh, seriously, I've been in there before. There has to be a door. Where's the door? Door. Come on, where's the door? Now, what could possibly be more embarrassing than being dragged face down through the mud? Oh, that. Hey, let's do it again!
Oh, look at me. I'm being pushed in a baby carriage. I'm so cute. Wait a minute, is that a video camera? You're taping this? Oh, come on, you can't be Okay, no problem, but we are destroying this tape immediately afterwards, correct? Do you know what the other dogs in the yard would do to me if this got out? So I have your word, all right? Good. Seriously, we're destroying it. I mean, the last thing I need is to be all over the internet in a baby carriage. It's Scraps, the far-sighted wonder dog.
Gonna feed the bowl?
Yes, Scraps, the wonder dog, protecting your family from real and perceived slights such as burglars, grizzly bears, poisonous snakes, the mailman, Draculas, ninjas, aliens, mother-in-law. Scraps, the far-sighted wonder dog. Order yours today.
Good. Come on. Good boy, it's Jed.
You'll find these next clips smashing and crashing. Brace yourselves. Runs wide, she's at the 30, 20, 15, 10, and ooh, taken down hard. Brilliant open field tackle by Gerlacher. She's shaken up, but she's fine. The dog will have to ice his snout. Oh, look at me. I'm so beautiful. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Cut! I want to be alone. Hey, Mom! Mom, look at me, Mom! Mom, it's me! Watch! Hey, Mom, look! Look! Hey, Mom! Mom, look! Mom, look at me! Hey, Mom! Mom, what do you... Oh, Mom, would you stop? Mom... Mom, Some people choose a limo as their wedding getaway. Some people, not many, choose a swamp boat. Should have gone with the limo. Still thirsty. Still thirsty. Still thirsty. Still, I think I'm, no, I am still thirsty. Still thirsty. Still thirsty. Catch the fun. There's something for everybody when Funniest Pets and People continues. Welcome back to Funniest Pets and People. And finally, a lesson in sharing. I got it. No, I got it. I got it. No, I got it. Guys, this is ridiculous, okay? If someone says they got it, they got it. Let them bring it back. Agreed? Agreed. Okay, I got it. I got it. Just clear. I got it. I got it. Guys, let's try this again.